afternoon. It's our weekly Wednesday lunch chat. Yeah, I just came up with that. And we're here for another week, and we hope you're having a pretty good week this week.
Hump day.
It's hump day. It's Wednesday. And we just hope that you're having a pretty good week this week. Kids back in school this week.
Yes.
Right?
I'm going to clap all around. Because yeah, I think when you have,
they were driving me along.
when you have young children and they are under the age of 12, you need to have like activities, and I'm not the activities mom in that sense. Like the first week is cool, but the second week is like, oh child, you need to go back to school.
They were starting to do some weird stuff.
You know, because they need to be busy, and you know, at that point they need things to do, and I just, as they get older, on one hand it's easier because I don't have to actually put the shirt on and give me your foot and put the sock on. I don't have to do that anymore, but then it's like mental stimulation is an issue, you know, so I gotta do better. Have crafts and stuff. I mean, even at that point, the crafts that are like, I don't do that anymore. And I'm like, what?
It's not enough, mommy.
Oh my gosh. It's like, it's like a circus. It's like, okay, you know, every day is like, what else you got? You know?
What you got?
And how many movies can you take them to? I mean, some people, you take them to the dog. I can't take it. Like, there has to be a happy medium between the two, like stuff that parents can deal with, and then the kids. You know, I can't sit there and watch Mary Poppins Returns, although it's very pretty and it was cute.
It was a cute movie.
It was a cute movie.
It was good.
I can't do that like for 5 times.
No, but the kids can.
They can, but I can't.
See, that's when you go to the theater really early when nobody's in there, and then you get on your phone with the earbuds.
But I can't have people looking at me like, girl, you got that ambient light going and everything.
Well, nobody else is in there. That's what I'm saying. Nobody else is in there. And then you can have your earbuds in on your iPad or whatever and watch your stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm going to prepare better for spring break. Or do we have winter break? Whichever break is coming.
Oh, gosh, there's another one.
Yeah, girl. I prepare better for summer. But in this school part, I don't do as well.
Okay, so they have Christmas break, and then there's a winter. I thought there was only a fall break.
No, there's some kind of winter thing for President's Weekend or something in February.
So is it like a whole week?
Well, for some districts it is a week, but I think for us this year it's like 4 days or something. I think that's
like including the weekend though.
But I don't know for sure. So anyway, whatever.
Okay.
But you know, spring break is a full week, so I'll have to do better. But summer I got on lock. I do better with that because I get them on a routine. We've got 12 weeks, but this 2-week thing, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But anyway,
and it was so weird because I thought they were going to be off earlier than they were.
Yeah.
And then they were off like right before Christmas. Yeah. And then you have this whole week after New Year's that you got to do stuff. And it's like, what? It's weird.
Anyway, moving on. So hope you all are not as challenged as I am. If you have ideas of what to do with these children, shoot me a DM because I just So.
Okay. Well, do you want to start with the product stuff?
Yeah. Okay. So it's Wednesday, and we were just talking about what we were going to talk about today. And I was thinking, you know, let's talk about some vendors that we love. Now, we are planning to put a tab on our website that lists some of the other wedding vendors that we have either worked with or that we just really love. You know, so we will be doing that. But occasionally there are products that I am like obsessed with, obsessed with, that I just share with everyone. Okay, so over I think probably around September, I was watching HSN. Home Shopping Network.
Yeah.
And I don't usually watch that station, but sometimes, you just flipping through and you land on it.
Yeah.
And I saw the Beekman Boys. Have you all seen them? Beekman
They're
1802.
very captivating.
They are a hoot. I love everything about
I
them.
love the little goats.
Oh my gosh, the goats. Oh, they're just
I mean,
gorgeous.
she literally called me, right? It's a Monday, I think. She literally called me and was like, oh my gosh, turn over to HSN. I'm like, why? And she's all, just turn over there. You gotta see. And there are these two guys and these little goats, and they're selling soap. And I'm like, okay.
It's just soap. Like,
it's
what's the
just
big
soap.
deal?
Like, okay.
But they sold that thing so well that I bought, they have, HSN, you always get like the buy one, get one kind of situation. So I bought some soap, and then I said, well, it's getting to be fall. My kids, all of our skin gets drier, the air, it's kind of weird. It's harder to maintain moisture. And they were talking about how goat milk is very similar to the pH of human skin. So I was like, well, maybe that would help, especially since we struggle with mild eczema and stuff. So I bought some bars and I shared it amongst everybody.
We did.
And
she bought like these huge bars.
And I have
so
one.
Then we sliced them in half and we divided them up among our family. Like there's 6, 7 of us or whatever. We chopped them up. Just to try. Like, well, is it really worth all this money? Like what?
Well, one bar is $15. So if you go to beekman1802.com, one bar is $15. But if you buy through HSN when they have their promo or whatever, you can get a better deal.
Right.
So this is my last bar from that group that I bought we divvied up. And I have to tell you, it's been since September since we've been using it. And for me and my girls, we absolutely love it. I mean, amazing. Like, they have different scents. This particular scent is called Hello Sunshine. Really, Hello Sunshine, if you love lavender and vanilla, this is the one for you. One of the reasons why it's packaged this way is because it's so fragrant. They actually use real lavender oil and real actual vanilla bean in here, and it's so fragrant. But it's not so much that you're smelling perfume.
You're not overpowering.
It's not
overpowering, but it's very nice and light. And I have to say, just the product alone, like
the way it lathers, oh my God.
In the winter, I'm usually putting on an extra moisturizer because my skin is so dry, the air is so dry, and all that stuff. I haven't had to do that at all this year, especially when it started to get cold outside. It lathers really well. You get a very clean feel when you rinse. It's not kind of like a film on your skin.
Yeah, no
like
film with this.
Some of the body washes.
Yeah, body wash it,
try.
and it's so nourishing to your skin. And I noticed, even with the little bit of eczema issues that we have, I mean, we don't have it extreme like some, but it really helped to
really
calm
soothing.
the skin.
It's really
and
soothing.
I didn't, people on TV say all kind, like, people say stuff, and they're like, yeah, okay. But I took a chance because these guys seem so earnest, and they are, because I actually tried the product. And they really have a heart to help. And so their packaging is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, this is just one, but every single scent has its own packaging, which, as women and as bridal store owners, we love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So,
And if any of you all know us, you did receive some for
yes,
Christmas.
we actually gifted them to my girls' teachers, and they were like,
the vendors that we work with, and it's really great, really great soap.
Yeah, I mean, we've gotten so many
good responses from folks
for that,
for
because
that.
I mean, it's luxury, yeah, but I would also say that it lasts longer than you think.
It does.
It does not. It doesn't do that.
I'm still working on my first bar, and I've had it for over 2 months.
So let me,
now.
since it's my last bar and I need to open it
gonna
anyway,
open it?
I'm gonna open it just so that you guys can kind of see how big it is.
It's as big as the box, really. It's
Yeah,
how
and
big
my girls, my daughters, if they were here, they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, let's do a YouTube video." This will be posted on YouTube, but they'd be like, "Oh, you're unpacking like Cookie Swirl seat."
Oh my God! She actually did the laugh.
Yes,
y'all.
I do, honey. You know.
But Cookie Swirl C, she's effective. Them
Oh,
kids love
Cookie
Cookie Swirl C.
girl, you be working that.
She is.
But
Okay,
anyway,
oh
back
my
to
gosh.
Beekman 1802. All right, now the smell. If we
you
could have
had
scratches, if we could do scratch and
smell-o-vision,
sniff,
oh my gosh,
I would show you.
It smells so good. But
It
you
is so how big
you
the bar
see-
is.
You see my hand, and you see how big this bar is. Now, granted, I don't have very big hands, but look at this.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I am still on the first bar that she gave me.
Yeah, I mean, and I have auto ship on HSN, so we're expecting. I'm
We're
expecting
more,
at the end of the month.
I'm just gonna start using. I'm still, and you can just use it for your face. You can just use it for your body.
Yeah, I use it for my
Um,
face all the time because
it's
after you're
great.
taking your makeup
It's a
off,
great
and it's
cleanser.
so
It's
cleansing.
so awesome.
And we just cut it in half. I mean, they have smaller bars that are a little less. I think they're at
Yeah.
Is the big bar 18 and the small bar
I think
15?
the small. I don't remember.
I can't remember.
But there is
anyway,
a smaller version that's more like the size of a regular package of bar soap, and they come in still the same scents. They just won't last quite as long as this, but it's a really great product. We love Beekman.
And a little bit goes a long way. Like the lather, when we don't obviously have a loofah and water here, but it will loofah up. It will
And
lather
it's
really
great
well.
lather.
And they have other products too. Like we also have their
Moisturizer.
their cream
Body
cream.
creams.
Oh,
Love it.
I
Love
didn't
it.
bring it because I'm almost out of mine. I thought that would look kind
It
of
looks
ill.
empty now.
It look kind of ill. Like what do you bring that in
but
here
they
for,
do
girl?
lip balms, they do body creams.
Everything that
do
they have
face
is
wipes,
really, really
They
good.
do, and I plan to. I mean, they do hand soaps and
We are Beekman
conditioner
girls.
and shampoo.
We are Beekman girls. If you want to follow them on Instagram, it's Beekman I think it's Beekman Boys 1802. I think is their handle. And I'm telling you, check them out. And I
Check 'em
think
out, check 'em
you know,
out.
over time this year we might have some giveaways for Beekman here and there. We'll see what we can
We'll
do.
see what we can do with
and
that.
all that. Now, if you also deal with eczema, you got the soap idea there, but I've been using this product for years for little eczema patches. This for over the counter. If you don't have a doctor's prescription and you just need something to just kind of calm your skin, I use this all the time.
She's been using it for years. I mean, sometimes you'll find these tubes in the craziest places.
I love
because
the thing.
you know she's a mom and her babies have eczema.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, all of a sudden it's like sitting under a chair, under the couch. They're everywhere.
And they know, like, mommy, I'm itchy. Go get the
Go
cream.
get the red-
Go get the cream. And
red
they
tube.
know it. And
Yeah.
it's I got this one at Walmart and it's under $10. So but this is a new tube. But I squeeze out the very last drop on this stuff.
she does.
But you know, if your kid, just like has a flare up or whatever, you just a little bit goes a long way. I mean, like I said, sometimes I have it in my purse just because you're going to school and you're like, why you got all this like red little bumps around your mouth, girl? What's going on? And I just pop this over and it just calms it down. So that's just another. I mean, I'm sure other folks use different things too. So if you all use different products too, please let me know because I'm all about just healthy skin. We're about healthy skin and looking your best and like trying to prevent bigger issues later. If you don't treat eczema, it can get out of hand and then you're just, it's just crazy. So, if you have other products that you use over the counter, let me know because as a mom, we got each other.
Yep.
Okay, well, that's pretty much it. Oh, vendor stuff. Okay, and one more vendor that we don't have a picture of right now, but we totally love is Hodgepodge Coffee House.
Hodgepodge, yes, that's one of her favorite coffee shops.
It's in East Atlanta, And actually, I used to live near there, and when they first opened, and they're a great little coffee. They're woman-owned, and they are absolutely wonderful. So if you ever get a chance, you're in the East Atlanta area, they are off of Moreland and something. I don't know.
Can't remember.
But it's...
I used to pass it all the
I know,
time.
but check them out. They just recently, they have a mural. They're very artsy. So, like, they do a lot of little events and stuff, and they support local artists and local artisans. And they have a mural on their building. And they recently, you can check them out on Instagram, Hodgepodge. And they had this mural. The artist has been accused of some really unfortunate
harassment and
things.
And Hodgepodge, the owners of Hodgepodge, have decided to remove the mural and have it repainted by another artist
who's a woman,
because they don't want to support someone who's done terrible things to their fellow women. So
yeah, or even just has a belief that women are somehow inferior, or unworthy. And we're all about worth here at Kirby Rose, and we support other businesses that believe in the same thing. So shout out to Hodgepodge
Kudos
today,
to Hodgepodge.
and for doing that, because I mean, that takes guts to do, because you gotta paint over the thing. Like, you gotta go get the paint and
cover
it over.
And you gotta commission another person to cover it up. And so kudos to them that they stuck to their beliefs and their integrity. And when they found out, they changed and they fixed it.
Yeah, and that's what we all need to do, is be accountable and support what's right, not just what seems like, just go with the flow. Oh, I don't want to make waves. Sometimes you got to make the waves.
Sometimes you do.
And so, and have the courage to do so. So shout out to them. Again, it's Hodgepodge Coffee House. They're in East Atlanta off of Moreland. I don't know what the other cross street is, but you can look them up.
But you can follow them at Hodgepodge Coffee on Instagram. And
they make great coffee too. So, and other, other coffee related products.
Yeah,
like they do a black cake, because my late husband was Caribbean, so I didn't know nothing about black cake until I
and
met
they
him.
apparently make a really tasty black cake.
And so, those are my Caribbean sisters.
I think I did.
They know what I'm talking about.
And it was good. Yes.
And so, they have other stuff too, though.
Yeah.
But shout out to them. So that kind of led us into what Chandra really wants to talk about a little bit today. What's been going on?
Yeah, but now I don't know if we have time. Should we do another?
You can. We'll just say this. Since last Wednesday, there has been a firestorm around this R. Kelly. And we'll just really quickly say that, the two of us have known about his behavior for a very long time.
When she was in college,
when I was at UCLA, I was a freshman. This was back in the early 90s, and he had come through for, I think, the MTV Music Awards. And back then, I mean, it was in LA. This was before the Staples Center, okay, y'all?
Right. In ancient times.
And he came through, and he was gonna be at the mall. And there's a bunch of malls out in LA. I'm not gonna mention which one. And that he was gonna be at. And a bunch of us girls were in the lobby of my dorm talking about, we gonna see him. Okay, here's a mall, whatever.
Like to do.
I'm 18.
Right.
And then somebody said, well, don't worry, you can go, but you too old anyway. And I was like, 18? Like, what?
How is 18 too old?
And he was like, nah, he like younger girls anyway. And I was like, okay, that's weird. And I'm 18, so I don't even really have like as much of a consciousness like I do now.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking,
as
you're
a parent,
kind of weird, but okay.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I've known personally, I haven't known anyone personally that has been caught up in this, but it's been rumored for many, many years. And I am so grateful to Dreamhampton
and her
for doing this, because
it was heartrending, heartbreaking, but very necessary.
Very necessary.
Because he needs to be brought down. Let's face it.
And people
people
like that
have been, covering up for him and perpetuating his predatory behavior for so many years, and it's just gotta stop. Not at the expense of ruining so many people's lives.
Yeah.
It's just, and we need to value our young Black girls. We do. We need to hold him accountable and hold these other men accountable for the things that they're doing. And
so we just wanted to say a point about that. I mean, the documentary brought up a lot of points and things like, and I believe the women's story. In fact, he has a home here in the Atlanta area, and there's some things going, there's some legal action that's being taken place now.
County,
so we're happy to see that, because
and also
it's really
Cook County in Chicago as well.
It's really on one hand, it's heart wrenching, because we grew up on his music.
It's the soundtrack of our lives, and there are certain songs that
bodies.
Okay, don't sing too much.
See what
of
I'm
that
saying?
now.
And I remember it, but I don't now. I realize that it's connected to something that's
I mean, if you
heinous.
think about the lyrics and who he was talking about, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, so now I can't even listen to any of that.
You just can't,
again, we support those who have stood up against this kind of behavior, that have stopped playing his music. I don't even have any of his CDs anymore, so it doesn't matter for me personally. But there's no more listening to him.
There's no more listening.
Even
There's
with
no
Aaliyah, it's hard to listen to her early stuff too,
album,
because it's kind of like she was 14.
And I remember when I was 14.
She was 12. She was 12 when they met, right? 12 or something.
But by the time she was 15, the first Aaliyah album was out. I remember I went out and bought it.
And she loves
and
Aaliyah.
I love Aaliyah. Like when I was 15, it was like, oh yeah. Not realizing that he had written all that stuff and inappropriate.
And then just devastated when she passed away.
Oh my
that wasn't
gosh.
related to this issue, but
but I mean,
gone too soon. So
absolutely.
Anyway, I think we talked a lot.
We did talk a lot about a lot of stuff today. But if y'all want us to, if you want to discuss more about it, we're more than happy to continue our discussion. We can continue that in our FB group, or just shoot us a message, and we can talk more about it on our next live chat if you want. But it's important to us. Violence against women is close to our heart, and we want to encourage everyone to support the movement to, mute R. Kelly, man. He needs to go. He needs to be held accountable.
And in fact, I feel like this is just the watershed, because
I hope it is.
It's not just him. There are others out there.
Of others.
And when I was watching it, I was thinking through, like, wow, yeah, I was around that kind of person before, and I remember being approached like that. And I wasn't necessarily a teenager. I was a grown up,
but still impressionable and young, and you have to understand the signs, and I appreciate the fact that they had therapists to provide context within the documentary, because that really helped people to understand what was really going on with these young women, and I hope that it encourages more dialogue and more understanding out there amongst us as women, and what we allow and what we tolerate, but especially among men, and what they allow and tolerate amongst each other.
Hold each other accountable, y'all.
Hold each other accountable. And there is no excuse for that kind of behavior to be encouraged and perpetuated amongst men.
Period.
Point blank, period.
Boop.
Drop the mic.
Anyway, we're usually really fun and stuff, but that was like really serious.
Because it's been something that we've been, especially here in Atlanta, we've been talking about for the past
it's been a week now, because when the Lifetime series aired, I mean, especially in Black radio, it just went
and it was all over. I mean, therapists talking about it on the radio, all kinds of things. So
So anyway, we appreciate your support, and we appreciate you listening in or watching today. And again, if you have any questions about Beekman 1802, shoot us an email. Go to their website because really, I mean, they have a lot of great stuff.
Yeah.
And we will see you on Friday and
See you on Friday at lunch.
talk a little bit more
Yeah.
about Kirby Rose. So have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.